Good morning. So yeah, I'm here to talk a little bit more about Texas and the school shooting and the new things that have came out, the truth that is finally coming out about this situation. Because when they first started reporting, there was lies. They even said, oh, when we reported this, that wasn't true. So, with a sad heart, that boy went through the back door that was unlocked to that school. They say that school did have policies in place to protect the children, but the policies failed because the back door was left unlocked and the officers that were supposed to be in that school wasn't there. So this is what I have to say. That school failed them babies. That school failed them babies. That door should have never been unlocked. Ever. And I'm not saying, that it all lies on them, but the majority of it lies on them. I also want to, don't want anybody to think that I'm against gun policies or anything like that, because I'm absolutely not. But I'm not a political person, and I don't play the political world, and I never will. To be honest, I don't give a shit who's president and who's not president. I never have, and I never will. Because they are all in the same group. Okay? They're all in the same group. They are meant to keep us divided. Okay? And that's what they do. They keep us divided. Politics keeps us divided. And that's what it was meant to do. That's why I don't even play with that shit. I don't care two shits about a policy, because policies fail every day. Every day, policies are put into place and they fail. That school had security policy. It failed. And unfortunately, all of them babies' life was taken because of an evil person. So now that we're finally getting the truth out, this boy supposedly they unlocked the back door to the school, went into the classroom and, from what I understand, shot as soon as he went in. Told the kids it's time to die and started killing them. The officers waited an hour after the gunshots went off to go into that school. An hour after the gunshots went off. You had people out there begging them to go into that school. When I heard that, that brought back a memory to me. So, I don't believe it was the Shannon Street murders. I don't believe it was the Shannon Street murders at all. It might have been the Shannon Street, but I don't believe so. Matter of fact, it wasn't the Shannon Street murders. That was a god-awful thing too. But the police here in Memphis, years and years and years ago, I was probably 12, 13, went on a domestic call. And at the time, we had scanners, and they didn't have no blocks. You could hear everything that was going on with the scanners, okay? There was an officer that went there, and he went to the house, and he went inside the house. They overtook that officer. They tortured that officer. Them folks waited hours and hours and hours before they finally went in. That you could hear that officer on that scanner begging for them police officers to come in. They were torturing the man. They were fucking torturing him. They didn't. That was, one of the saddest things that happened to us back in those days, in the 80s. It might have been the Shannon Street murders. I really have to look that up. Oh, no, it wasn't, because the Shannon Street murders was that little boy's uncle, and he went to prison. But after that happened and everybody could hear what went on, they started putting those blocks on the scanners. You can't really, you could pick up traffic and a few things like that, but you cannot pick up, you know, what an officer is actually saying to another officer. You know, that man was begging for them to come in. They were torturing that man. They tortured that man. I think it was 2 of them that was in there. So that brought me back to that, and it made me sick to my stomach to think that you would wait that long. That you would wait that long to enter that school with them children in there. After you heard the gunshots. If there was no gunshots before, I would understand it. Oh, you're trying to negotiate. You know, you're trying to get no harm brought to anybody. I understand that. But when you hear those gunshots and you wait an hour after those gunshots, no, there's something wrong. There is something wrong with them Texas Rangers. There is something wrong with whatever cops that were there. Whoever was in charge, there is something wrong with that picture. These people have a whole lot of things to answer to. A whole lot of things to answer to, as far as I'm concerned. We could put gun policies in place all day long. These guns are never going to leave the streets. They're never going to leave people's hands. Policies are broken every day, even by the politics. Policies that are put in place are overridden. People override policies all the time. You know, how did he do this? Because somebody overrid a policy, that's how. So now you're going to hold that person responsible for overriding that policy, but it's too late because the damage has already been done. What the hell kind of shit is that? We need to think and do better. Evil is always going to exist out there. It's going to get worse. United States of America is not pleasing to God. I guarantee you we're not. My mother used to sit and tell me things that were going to happen. And I used to think, man, this lady is just fucking crazy. She just sits here and makes this shit up, and she's just crazy. You know, now I'm sitting here at my age watching everything my mother told me happening. Everything my mother told me that was going to happen in this world is happening. She wasn't crazy. She was the smartest woman I've ever known. Now that I'm at this age, and I see these things that she told me that was going to happen. We're not going to magically make these guns disappear. Okay? Unfortunately, we're not communist. We're not China. Our people are allowed to have these things. And the ones who are not allowed to have them are going to have them through the black market off the street. It's going to get worse. We're not going to get better. We're going to get worse. We got to figure out ways to protect. And making a policy is not going to protect our babies. Obviously, the school had a policy. The school had a policy for this exact situation, but the policy was not there. The back door was left unlocked, and the officers that was supposed to be in that school was not there. Kind of makes me feel like that was some setup shit. But that's some conspiracy shit right there. So don't let me get no conspiracy started, because I don't do conspiracy neither. I don't go down there. I don't give a shit about conspiracy. Facts. Facts, baby. Facts is what I need. We dropped the ball. We failed to protect our babies in that school. We're going to have many days like this. It's not going to stop here. Y'all think it's going to stop here. Y'all think y'all are going to push these policies into place. And that's going to help. It's not going to help. If y'all want to put them policies in place and y'all want to push that issue thinking this is the problem, I'm with you. I will stand with you. I don't have a problem with it. But it's not. Sadly, it's not. The United States always seems to do things backwards. We will continue to have these mass shootings as long as evil exists, and evil is going to always exist. But what are we going to do as people to stop this, or to at least slow it down? And policy is not the answer. We're never going to stop evil. We're never going to stop evil. God is the only one who's going to expire that. Nothing is done without God's permission. Anything in this world that happens has God's permission. God gave the devil permission. God gave Satan permission. Come down here, do what you want. Try to take my people from me. So what does he do? He does it in the most evilest, disgusting, nasty way he can. And what better way to take somebody's faith than to kill their child? What better way to question God by taking someone's child? I don't know. It's going to continue to happen. These children are our future. Without children, we have no future. People don't understand that. God is not pleased with America. I'm not going to say America because, like El Salvador, that's Central America. So the United States. He's not happy with us. Look what we do. Look at the laws we pass. Look at the things that we allow. My mother used to tell me that we're the new Babylon. I was like, Mom, you're crazy. Of course, I didn't say that to my mother because my mother would have beat my ass. Because that's the type of mama I had. You didn't say shit like that. She'd beat your ass. She didn't care. But she did. She used to tell me all the time, we're the new Babylon. We are the new Babylon. We are. She's absolutely right. That crazy lady was absolutely crazy right. Yeah. Read your Bible about Babylon. And then look at the United States. Look what we allow. Look at the things we've done. I don't know. So anyway, we're going to continue to make these makeshift memorials. Because everybody is got their heads stuck up their asses thinking politics, thinking policies. Watch what I say. Put your policies in place. Think that's your answer. You know, they already know it's not the answer. This is just a way to divide us, to make us hate more each other. It's just a way to bring more shit out. So, y'all need to know we are always going to have this situation with or without a policy. So we need to be sure, are we asking the right questions? Are we pushing the right agenda? And if we do have to have armed guards at our schools, put them there. I don't give a shit. Put them there. Put them there. Our children are that important. You know, we shouldn't have to have them there, no. But we made this world. We allowed this world to come to what it is right now. We allowed it. So now we're going to deal and suffer with it. Now we're going to deal and we're going to suffer with it. And the consequences are horrific. They're not going to be horrific. They already are horrific. And I'm here to tell y'all now, the generation, the 2000 and up babies, they a whole nother breed. They are a whole nother breed. They are free and wild as hell. We're getting older. We're getting older. So if we don't start teaching our kids different, this mother to this boy, I seen an article, she said her boy was not evil. Bitch, you're evil. You're evil just to even try to say that. She knew that child was evil. She was scared of him. That's why she sent him away. I get into a fight with my son all the time. I don't send his ass to his grandmama's. It's because the boy's evil. It's because he scared her. He scared her. But she did nothing about it. And now she wants to scream her boy was not evil. Bitch, get the hell out of here. You just as evil for saying that. We got to do better, parents. We got to do better. If we see that our child has got this darkness with them, we need to address it. We need to put the right things in place. Or at least try. Or at least try. So when something does happen, you know you fucking tried. You know you tried. You know you alerted these people to this, and you seen this, you know, going on, and you did something. If this mother, she ain't doing nothing. She was scared of her son. She sent his ass away because she was scared of him. And ain't nobody gonna tell me no different. I know. I picked that up. I feel that with inside my soul, that that woman was scared to death of her son. That's why she sent his ass away. He shot his grandmother before leaving, and she's still trying to say that her son was a good boy. Well, bitch, you're not a good mama. How's that? How's that? We have to do better as people. We have to do better as parents. We have to learn to recognize these signs. If you're scared, if you are scared of your child, if you are scared of your life, stand up and take action. Try to do something. Even if you fail, try. But don't stand there and tell all of these mothers and fathers of these children who just died from your son that your boy was a good boy. Bitch, I want to slap you in your face right now. Fucking back door unlocked to a school. The policies they had in place went out that fucking window that day. There was no policy there that day. Although they had policies in place, it wasn't there. And the back door was unlocked. Of all fucking doors to be unlocked at a school, it was the back door. Come on, people. What the fuck is that? I don't know. I'm still at a loss.